Welcome back, guys. My name is Skullmember and today we're looking at the premium tier 6 German Spitfire V, the DB605. My god, that's a mouthful. Right, today we're going to talk about this plane, we're going to talk about the equipment I use, we're going to talk about the setup I use and everything that you want to know in the hangar, and after that we have a beautiful game for you guys. So let's get into it. The Spitfire V DB605 is it's a British Spitfire, but captured by the Germans. I'm not sure about the entire history about it, but in this game, it's a German Spitfire V. And the reason it says DB605 is because the engine has been changed. And if we go into upgrades, it can probably show you there. There it is, the DB605A1. That is the engine. That's why the nose kind of looks different. If you can tell, it's a bit different than a normal Spitfire. Right, this plane is a turn and burn, like any other Spitfire, just with a German engine, which gives it a bit more of a grunt and a bit more boost power. I really enjoy this thing. So you definitely want to turn people, you know, take them down in turn fights and all that kind of stuff. So as we saw, it is a DB605 engine with 1475 horsepower, very, very meaty. Then, if we look at the guns, you get 4 times 7.69 millimeter Browning Mark II. I don't know why I was so slow there. It's like I was slowing down. The damage per second is 25. The rate of fire of 600 rounds a minute, and an effective range of 440. So you definitely want to get into close range. They're nice to like finish off people or set people on fire, which I use them for. Then you have the two 20mm Hispanos, which damage per second of 90, and a rate of fire of 400 rounds, and an effective firing range of 680. And everybody that plays British knows these because they are the British ones. And so are the 769s. It's a very odd number. Normally I want to say 762s, but 769s apparently. So 7.7s. I like the 20mm for like critting people, critting the wings, critting the engine or the pilot or anything, and I like the 7. I'm just gonna call them 7.7s from now on. The 7.7s are very nice to set people on fire. So when your 20mm overheat, and they do that a lot, you still have these and use these to probably set them on fire just to get that extra damage done, so you don't have to shoot. So, if we look at it, the airspeed of this, it's not all too good. We have a cruise speed of 380 kilometers, rather slow for tier 6. Boost speed, and this is where it's different than a normal Spitfire, 600 kilometers an hour, so that's a big difference. And then you got a boost duration of 8 seconds on a fighter, which is normally, I think, around 6-ish. And then you got a maximum dive speed of 720 kilometers an hour, so not too interesting, but a boost speed is very, very nice in this. If we look at the maneuverability, the average time to turn 360 degrees is 8.3 seconds. That is blisteringly quick. It can be even better if you would make this one a specialist, and I don't have it specialist yet, so I can't really upgrade it yet. And then the minimum optimal speed and the maximum optimal speed would be between 190 kilometers an hour and 456 kilometers an hour. Between that, you will turn the best, so you can feather a bit with the throttle. Right, and then if we go into the altitude, the maximum optimum altitude is 2000. If you go above that, this plane starts to become a slug and won't turn around. So definitely keep it underneath the 2000. It's quite nice to see 2000, because if you look at a normal Spitfire, I think they're at 1500 or 1800, around there. So they're quite nice at 2000. So this definitely can go a lot higher than a normal Spitfire. If we look at the equipment, I myself have an improved collimator sight, which is just for better accuracy. It gives me plus 8% of accuracy and 10% of causing a fire. Very nice with the little 7.7s. Gives you extra fire. And of course, -4 pilot resistance. That's okay. Then I've gone for the improved Lightwing wing frame, which gives me plus 7% raw maneuverability and 1.8% maneuverability in turns, so it makes me turn faster. And then our bonus is plus 3% wing resistance to damage. The minus, though, is 0.1% aircraft HP, so my hit points are a bit lower, and then -4 wing resistance to damage. That is kind of funny, because I already have 3% to wing resistance, so it's actually -1%, so it's not too bad. Then I've gone for an improved lightweight power unit, which is also for maneuverability. That gives me 4.5% yaw maneuverability, so that is if you go up. And then another 2% maneuverability in turns, so that's very neat. And then the bonus is +1 acceleration without boost. Don't really care about that one. The minus is 7% to engine resistance. Oh, it's doable. I think this is a very good trade-off. You know, I'd rather take my engines a bit more damage here and there if it gives me more maneuverability. I mean, if you can't get hit because you're too maneuverable, your engine won't die. Then I've gone for the first aid, I've gone for control service system, and a bottle for manual engine restart, and of course, universal ammo. It's very standard, but I really like this. For fighters, this is my standard setup, and you probably will never ever see anything else. And for maneuverable planes, this would be my standard setup also for the equipment, and probably when you open up specialist, you get another one and you want to do something on here that will make you stronger against critical hits, because that will balance out these little two ones. So for pilot wise, it doesn't really matter what pilot you put in here, because of course it's a premium. Any German pilot can go in here and get trained up for skills, so it doesn't matter what pilot you have on here. To me, I don't really use them as pilot training. I just put in my best pilot and hopefully get a good game out of it. So I have Marksman 1 and Marksman 2 from Miami 262 here. So that's a 10% accuracy buff, and if they're maneuvering actively, another 10%, so we'll have a 20% accuracy buff. Then I've gone for Engine Guru, because of course it's for the ME262, it's a heavy fighter. And something that I find very important on any fighter is the firefighter skill, which extinguishes the fire by actively maneuvering. So gain and maintain high angular velocity and any access to extinguish the fire. For me, that means pretty much roll and pull down, and then it extinguishes a fire within a second. So definitely very, very nice. But it doesn't matter what pilot you put in here, because normally people will buy this to train the pilot. So don't worry about your pilot skills. If you don't have a good pilot, train it up in this one. But that might be something to think of to put in here. That was very quick run through. There's not much to say about this one. It's pretty much a Spitfire, but in German hands with a better engine. So, you know, enough of this boring chit-chat in the hangar. Let's go and get into a game. But this time I think I'm going to hit the airfield, because if I hit the airfield, we might have a spawn closer to the rocket base. So I'm going to go hit the airfield right now. Bit of a different play, but I'm going to let my team know that I'm going there. Boosting. Let's go with the boost. Negative. Okay, well, Davy Jones. Well, I want to get here anyways. It does feel good. No, it feels... That's a tier 5, isn't it? Or is that the tier 6? I don't have it, so I'm not sure. The American feels good. Alright, let's get him. That's one down. Got one right on our ass, but we're gonna go for the guy that is going to my friend's ass. Right, who's this? Why are you hurting me so much, huh? Meanie. Right, perfect. It's a repair base, so I'm gonna dive down just to get the slight bit of repairs in. I didn't get much damage, but the repairs could always be nice. Ooh, they dropped a bomb on there. Right, full repairs. Let's go defend the middle, or at least attack the middle for now. Alright, so they get a military base. That's not good. Okay, so we got a Yak 1M. I gotta watch out for him because he outturns me. Probably, but it seems like he's very busy, so hopefully I gotta watch out for this rock here. I'm able to do damage before he knows what's going on. That ME410 needs to die, boys. I'm gonna overheat my 20 for a minute because I want to get a fire on him. I'm not keen on how quickly these 20s overheat actually, because it takes so long for these 20s to cool down as well that it's really hard sometimes to be able to do the damage that people do on you, if you know what I mean. I want to set them on fire, so I'm going to use my on. All I wanted was a fire. So that's why sometimes I overheat the 20s on purpose, just to get a fire going. Because the 20s will not... The 20s will do a lot of damage. And crits. But the... Okay, we got one here. The Yak 3 needs to die quickly. He's a dangerous, dangerous plane. Will outturn me. So, we got what we got. Oh, Spitfire. Nice shot. Spitfire 5. So the 20s overheat really, really quickly, and I would love to have an... I might have to look at skills for this guy, so that we can actually get more cooldown on my weapons, because the cooldown takes very long. Okay, they should have that one. What's coming in? PJ. Okay, nice. They did take it. So now I need to go back in here and help out, because this multi-roll is a sitting duck for this heavy. Oh, he killed my heavy. I mean my multi-roll. Right, so that's one down. Oh, who we got coming in? P-47B. He's far, far away. So let's see if we can go and get ourselves the military base. I do want to keep the military base, because the military base is going to be one of the most important ones to keep. It just helps you with capping places. Like, you can see the rocket is going out every single time. There we go, we got it. Beautiful. So I got a Yak 1M, which is my attention point right now. Yeah, Yak 1M, that's a very good turning. Don't want him to get away. LA7 is also a very good turner, so let's see if we can do some damage, help my teammate. Oh, no. Holy moly! One shot! I took one shot from that ME410. I don't know what he hit me with. Bloody hell, that ME410 is dangerous. I gotta watch out for that guy, Mr. Custom. He did one shot, looked like, and then I died. I didn't hear anything. I'm just gonna go in settings quickly. Because as much as I don't like this guy, I turn him off, and now I kinda miss him, because I can't hear him. Alright, let's go in battle. So, I am actually gonna interfere with this here, because there's 4 of them. There's no one else there, so... That ME410 is a very dangerous player. Very good player. Gotta watch out for that thing. I didn't expect to take as much damage as I did. Normally, you know, you take 1 damage and you have a chance to turn, and I got hit and it was like instant flop. And I was like, Didn't even have a chance to react to. What's he doing? Where's my boost? Oh, shit. I have my boost on. My mistake. I had my boost on the entire time.
Military base is launching strikes on the enemy. This will make things easier for you.
Right, at least we got the, Ah, dang it, they took it. I probably should have gone into the base instead of going after this Spitfire, but... I decided the other way around, so... So we got the P-38J trying to get away. Let's see if we can get our 20s on him. Hopefully I can kill this guy before his teammates decide to say hello.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again.
Right, his teammates are coming in.
Will not be available.
What is it? An IL? P-47B. See, that's more important. I could have gone for the IL and, you know, get easy damage, but it's better to go after one that is going to be dangerous for you. I'm gonna... Jeez, this guy is fast. Okay, that's his engine gone. Nice, what we got? Okay, this is the IL, so let's see if we can get onto the IL. He's not looking at me, he's looking at someone else, so... He took a lot of damage by someone ramming him. Ah, I don't mind.
We cannot support you any longer.
Okay, squall line's up, so we gotta watch out.
Do you copy? Over.
Man, these guns overheat so quick. They overheat so quickly. I need to flip this as fast as possible, actually, before they come in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's why, because his teammates just come in. Where's he gone? Okay, LA7. I'm gonna spin because I got wing mounted guns, so... Not gonna hit the flaps, now I'm gonna hit the flaps. Holding flaps all the time is not good, by the way. I see a lot of people that do that, and they keep the flaps up the entire time. You don't want to do that. Right, P-47B, that's the one we went after earlier. He was too fast for me to go after him. This is why snapping to your target can be nice. I knew if I didn't snap to the target, I would have come all the way around, and he would have been turned the other way, so... Snapping to the target can help you out. So far, our team is holding up very, very strongly. They're doing very, very well. Quite happy with my team. They're holding on to everything they have. The squad line's up. They have less people than us, so that's good. Alright, so we got an IL there, and we got a A675, so I gotta watch out. But he's 3,000, so 3 clicks away, and that guy's 2 clicks away, so we're gonna go for the IL. That could be a problem. That's a point less we have. But we might be able to fight over here and kill him. That guy's almost dead, so if we take him out, that's one down. So this is the A6, so we're gonna go climb. Oh, we gotta watch out that yak there, boys. That yak is gonna be probably. Oh shit! That's the bug that killed me. Are you kidding me? The bug killed me. I zoomed in, and the bug. There is a bug when you play with the joystick. When you zoom in, it zooms out and starts shooting your guns. It's very frustrating. Well, that killed me, and hopefully that we might win this just, or we might lose.
Great job today. We'll be waiting for you back
Nice.
home.
16,000. Not a lot in here, but happy with the win. Right, let's see what we did. Submarine, 16,000. Not the best, but good enough. 250,000. Low amount of credits for a tier 6 premium, though. We did get ourselves a winged legend. Nothing else that's interesting to look at. 4,300. Low amount of damage. But we were playing on trying to keep things and, you know, throwing things around. As you can tell, I wasn't defending much. I went more for the capture. If you look at team score, hats off to that ME410 in the opposite team. He was a very dangerous player. And hats off to the Yak 9 on my team. He also played very well. He's been going to the right places at the right time. So that was nice. It was a good game. I'm quite happy with it. Yeah. So that was enjoyable. So thank you for watching. And bye-bye.